Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Prostio Diki Julian. My metric number is 260472. Today, I would like to present my individual assignment in corporate governance with the title is The Determinant of Liquidity Risk in the Time.com. So for the introduction, Time.com Berhad is created in 1996 and is centrally in Shah Alam, Malaysia. Time.com Berhad is an investment holding company that has been listed on the Malaysian Stock Exchange since 2001. And the next is literature review. For corporate governance is assumed that have a major effect on the economic outlook for growth and development. And financial risk, it is referred to the potential that corporation would be unable to fulfill its debt repayment agreement. Credit risk is the probability of a loss arising from the inability of the borrower to repay the loan or to satisfy contractual obligation. Liquidity risk is the capacity of a firm, a corporation, or even an entity to pay their debts without experiencing severe loss. Profitability risk is defined as cost and revenue of the firm that determines whether or not the firm is profiting that allow the firm to forecast the probability. Operational risk summarize the risks and hazards that an organization encounter as it tries to carry out its day-to-day business operation. For the methodology, sampling technique, the first one is sampling technique. I use secondary data which gather from Time.com annual report from 2015 to 2019. Statistical technique, variable analysis through SPSS software. For data analysis, I use DV is current ratio and the IV is internal factor, external factor, and internal external factors. The SPSS version that I use is IBM SPSS version 20. The next is the finding and analysis. The first is descriptive statistics. Based on the table, the current ratio shows a mean of 1.9, indicating that with every 1 ringgit of debt, it will be covered with current asset of 1.9 ringgit. So the ROA recorded a mean of 0.27 and the standard deviation is 0.35, which imply moderate volatility. The ROE mean is 0.14 and the standard deviation is 0.59, which implies a moderate volatility. The average collection period has the highest value of standard with the highest value, which is 17.9581, which indicates that the average collection period is more volatile compared to other variables. The operating margin has a mean of 0.39 and the standard deviation is 0.18. CG index has a mean of 0.86 and a standard deviation is 0.15. For the correlation, the next is correlation analysis, and based on the table, the ROA for the Pearson correlation, the ROA is 0.20, which is positively correlated, and the significant correlation is least 0.381. That number is not significantly correlated because it has more than 0.10. Another variable is ROE, which the score is 0.254 that indicates there are a negatively correlation with current ratio. And the ROE have the significant value is 0.360, which means that the ROE is not significant. The next is for the external factor. The inflation is I'll go back to the internal factors. The CG index has a the Pearson correlation is 0.383 for the CG index, and it is a positive relationship to the current ratio, and the significant value is 0.274. Furthermore, the external factor is, the first is inflation is, and the percent correlation recorded for the inflation is minus 0.551, which means that the inflation has a negative relationship to the current ratio. The next external factor is interest rate. The percent correlation, it is recorded at minus 0.42, which means that this variable not have is not a positive relationship with current ratio, and the significant value is 0.236. And the another external factor is unemployment rate. It is recorded for the percent correlation. It is recorded 0.803, and it is positive to the current ratio. And for the significant value is 0.051, which means that the unemployment rate is the only significant to the DV, and the only even though this number considered as 1 star. The next is model summary. The first is for internal. The predictors are CG index, average collection period, ROA, and operating margin, with the R value of 0.852, and the R square is 0.725. And the Durbin-Watson of this for the first model is recorded at 2449. It shown the autocorrelation to the DV. For the external factors, the R value is 0.989, and the R square is and the R square is 0.1, and the Durbin-Watson of this model is recorded at 2.33, which shows autocorrelation. And for internal and external, or the third model, the R value is 0.961, and the R square is 0.069, and the Durbin-Watson is 0.993. For the ANOVA table, the model has not a significant value which equal to 0.635 because it is more than 0.1, and the external factors or second model, this model does not has the significant values too, because the p-value is equals to 0.189. And for the internal external, this is the only model that have a significant value, which is 0.049, and it is lower than 0.1. For the coefficient in the first model, the ROA, average collection period, operating margin, is the internal independent variable that influence the current ratio. This is because the significance level of all of this is 0.502, 0.403, 0.362, and this is more than 0.5. And the second model is the factor is the inflation, exchange rate, and unemployment rate. It's recorded at 0.166, 0.453, and 0.116, which is higher than 0.1. For the internal external factors is recorded at 0.395, 0.875, and 0.433. The next is for recommendation. The current ratio needs to be handled in a proper manner by the companies in order to decrease the percentage of liquidity risk. Therefore, we would like to give some suggestions for the companies in order to control their liquidity risk. The management of companies must have an up-to-date balance sheets that include accurate data of their current assets and liabilities. Current assets are cash, stocks, investment, accounts receivable, and inventory. While in current liabilities, there will be payroll, contract, vendor payment, and also operating costs such as rents and utilities. So that's all from me, and thank you, Dr. Y. Ibrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.